Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Because today, unboxing from Instock Trades. Almost didn't get this package today. I ordered it and it spent like a week, a few days. They were waiting for one book, and then it went to processed and then shipped, and saying shipped, and they kept saying, New Hampshire, New Hampshire, New Hampshire. And then about like 4 o'clock this morning, which is, Monday morning, it said arrived in Anchorage, and then like 6 o'clock it said out for delivery. So it's like I didn't get any updates. And I just happened to check my phone today because I was expecting, waiting for it to be delivered, and I got a message saying, we attempted delivery. This was about like 2 o'clock. I was home. So I went out, saw the postman across the street, postwoman across the street, and said, hey, what the hell? I was home. And she said, oh, there's no doorbell. I said, yeah, there is. I live on the 3rd floor. She said there's no doorbells on the 1st floor for my apartment. I'm like, yeah, that's because I live on the 3rd floor. You need to go up to the 3rd floor to get. So I had to pick it up across the street and move it over. Anyway, you probably don't care about that. Let's open these up. Show you what I got. A little stress relief bubble. And the stuff there. Okay, and then let's get the books out. There should be all 3 of these things. And they are really big. 2 of them. Packaged really well. Instock Trades always does a really good job in packaging these things up. I've got 3 books. That's why it's so heavy. The first one would be the Atlas Comics Library #1, Adventures into Terror. Let's take this is bagged up. Let's get this taken off. Nice hardback. There is no sheet on it. See, boom. 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 This is Fantagraphics' very first volume in its Atlas Comics Library. Adventures into Terror includes a treasure trove of stories drawn by many of the most stylistically accomplished artists of the Golden Age, including Russ Heath, Gene Colan, George Tuska, Carl Burgos, Don Rico, Mike Sekowsky, Joe Maneely, Basil Wolverton, and Joe Sinnott. These stories are written firmly in the tradition of the pulpy, perverse, borderline, deranged style of the pre-code horror comics that brought Frederick Wortham, the United States Senate Subcommittee, and public opinion down on comics like a sledgehammer in the early 1950s. So we have that. Nice little page right there. Nice. It has really nice, thick paper. And it looks here like it was published by Marvel. I don't know. and a table of contents telling what story, which issue. This issue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So there's 8 issues of the magazine. And then a little prelude written by Dr. Michael Veloso. And just a bunch of different articles. And then it starts to get right into, oh, and it has all the different ads. So I don't know if this stuff is touched up or not, but it is the original stories, and it is 180 pages long. So this is going to be perfect for the Halloween season, because tomorrow is October. Okay. The next book, X Factor #1. The original book of X Factor with the original X-Men. Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Angel, before it becomes Archangel. Let's see, all 5 of them, and Iceman. Okay, so this I think this is the I don't know if this is the direct market or not, but here's the front, side, back. It collects, and now this is the one where we find out that Jean Grey was actually alive, after she crashed in the Hudson Bay. The Phoenix Force actually puts her in a cocoon, and the Jean Grey that became the Phoenix was not really a Jean Grey. Okay, and we find out that she's alive, and she comes back, and they start X Factor. It collects Avengers 263, Fantastic Four 286, and 312, X Factor 1 through 26, Annual 1 and 2, Iron Man Annual #8, Amazing Spider-Man 282, Thor 373, 374, 377 and 378, Power Pack #27, 35, Mephisto versus #2, Incredible Hulk #336, 337, Classic X-Men #8 and #43, and Secret Wars 2 #5. The material from Marvel Fanfare 1940. So let's take this off. So we have that, and then we have Third Genesis right there. We have stuff from the creators. And then we have, on here, we have these nice panels. Page here with all the creative teams, writers, pencilers, and a table of contents. And there is, starts out with Avengers 263. So, and it goes all the way back to, boom, starts out with X Factor #1, where they become X Factor, where they start hunting. They pose as a team to hunt mutants when they're actually trying to recruit them and teach them how to do their control their powers. So they have one team that is X Factor, that starts the supposed mutant hunters, and I think they have some of the people posing as the exterminators, who are bad mutants trying to save them and all that. But it's all the original X-Men. And then my third one, which is awesome. Let me pop this open. This is awesome, and it's the thickest one, almost 1,500 pages. We have X-Men Mutant Massacre Prelude, which leads up to Mutant Massacre and Following Mutants, which I have right back there. But I want to read this. So you'll do this, then you'll do the Mutant Massacre, then X Factor Volume 1, and then you do Fall. So we have some of the greatest X-Men stories ever told. Set the stage for the devastating Mutant Massacre. A time-torn Rachel Summers is reborn as Phoenix. Magneto seeks redemption. As the headmaster of Xavier School, Jean Grey returns from the watery grave, and the original X-Men reunite as X-Factor. So there's a little bit of a double dip here. Uncanny X-Men 194 through 209, X-Men Annual 9 through 10, New Mutants Special Edition number 1, New Mutants Annual number 2, Nightcrawler series 1 through 4, Long Shot 1 through 6, Avengers 263, Fantastic Four 286, X Factor 1 through 8, and Annual number 1, Iron Man Annual number 8, Amazing Spider-Man 282, and material from Marvel Fanfare 33, and Classic X-Men number 8 and 43. And this will lead up to Mutant Massacre. So we have synopsis, creative team, which would be Claremont, Rob Layton, and Vicente, Arthur Adams, Jackson Geese, and John Romita Jr. And this nice wraparound cover with probably my favorite version of Storm. Creative team, table of contents, which goes up to like 1,400 something, and then it goes right into X-Men 194. And just, almost like 1,400 pages of everything that leads up to the X-Men Mutant Massacre. So, that's all of what I got today. Got them at Instock Trades, which is my go-to thing for ordering trades. May take a little bit of extra time as opposed to going to the store and getting it, but you save money. Anyway, that's what I got. I know I read the Mutant Massacre when it came out. Don't have any of those left, but and I read X Factor when it first came out. Remember picking up the first issue. Have you read any of it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and most of all. enjoy your mutant massacres and your horror comics.